Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Joji and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my top 3 foundation, and we're talking about proven and tested foundation. I have been using this for a while and I could truly say that these are the foundation that I can trust. If you are curious to know about the explanation why I love this foundation, then just keep on watching. Let's start with my number 3 foundation, and this one is from Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. And the reason why I love this foundation is just photograph really well. It is natural, it is lightweight, it's not sticky, and it's truly an airbrush looking on the skin. And the only thing that I could say a flaw on this foundation is if I am not consistent with the way how I set my face after applying foundation, or I am not using my OG primer, I could see some cracking on this foundation, and that is the only thing that I am worried about this foundation. But most of the time, if I know I'm gonna be using this foundation, I know what primer to use, I know what powder to use, I know what setting spray to use, so that I can avoid that cracking. And that is why this is my number 3 foundation. Let's move on to my number 2, and this one is from NARS. So this is the newly foundation that they launched recently, light reflecting foundation. Oh my goodness, you guys, this went from nowhere, nothing, and to my top 2. Ever since I bought this foundation, I feel like this is the only foundation I have been using for months, and it never failed. It's so freaking good, you guys. And every time I use this, it makes everything so soft, but at the same time it is not creasy, it is not oily. It's just the perfect amount of coverage that I'm looking for. If I have to compare the coverage of this NARS and the Charlotte Tilbury, this has more coverage, but this, it is a very thin consistency, but at the same time it covers, so I don't need to put a lot to get a coverage, and it's so good. And that is the magic right there. How did this foundation give me enough coverage that I'm satisfied, but at the same time the consistency and the formula is very thin? And that is why I am so surprised, and it became my top 2 foundation. Try it to believe it. Alright, so are you guys ready for my number 1? This is not a surprise. If you have been on my channel since I started this, then you know. If not, of course, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is the ESTEE LAUDER Double Wear Foundation. Like most of beauty junkies, this is their number 1 foundation too, but I could really swear with this foundation. It's my long time OG. I've been trying a lot of foundation, and I could say right now it's still my number 1. I am not ready to replace this as my OG foundation. The reason why this is my number 1 foundation, you guys, is it is just works every time. Whatever it is, if my skin is dry, if my skin is oily, if I don't set it with a powder, if I don't wear a primer, or I'm wearing a primer, if I set it with a setting spray, it works. I don't know what it is on this foundation. I don't know. I cannot explain the science behind this, but man, oh man, I cannot live without this foundation. And if I have to wear foundation for the rest of my life, I think this is it. On my skin, it's just so perfect. It sits perfectly. It blurs all my imperfection. It covers. It looks so natural. It looks so smooth. It's not heavy. It's not sticky. It works. It works. Oh my god. Yeah, this is my number 1 foundation for sure. So that is why, if you haven't tried double wear, I don't know who haven't, but that's my number 1. These 3 are my top 3 for now. Yet we are going to discover more foundations later on, but I have 2 honorable mention for you guys. Number 1 is this, of course, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I love this foundation. If I want more natural, sort of like a glowy finish, this is really good too. It suits my skin and I love it. And then my second honorable mention, this is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. If I'm going somewhere and I don't want a full coverage, I just want something natural, but at the same time it can last me, this foundation is really good as well. So this is the Sheer Glow Foundation from NARS. So that is it, guys. That is my top 3 foundation. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it useful. You can leave a comment if you have any question regarding with all the foundation that I show you. Again, thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help my channel to grow and to create more content. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.